The Justice Department today appointed a special prosecutor to investigate the CIA's treatment of terrorist suspects since 9/11. The decision follows the release today of a report which describes unauthorized and inhumane practices by CIA interrogators. The report had been kept secret for 5 years until a lawsuit forced its release. And so we turn to our chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross, tonight. Brian, good evening.
David, the criminal investigation that was announced today is a reversal of policy for President Obama, who had initially suggested there would be no prosecutions of CIA personnel.
The hundreds of pages made public today at the Justice Department reveal a laundry list of interrogation techniques that even some inside the CIA feared at the time had gone too far.
A disciplined program has to have rules. You can't have people who are freelancing.
The report says CIA officers told 9/11 mastermind Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, "We're going to kill your children if anything else happens to the United States." In an attempt to break one of the men who attacked the USS Cole, the CIA put a handgun and a running power drill next to the head of Abid al-Rahim al-Nashiri.
It shows an agency that was entirely out of control. Unfortunately, it was out of control by design.
In another case, the report says CIA interrogators staged a mock execution, firing off a gun and using a hooded CIA officer to pose as a detainee who had been shot to death.
We now have a document that the world can read that shows in excruciating and disgusting detail that the United States violated its own beliefs and turned to the dark side when it didn't have to.
The report also says the extensive use of the waterboarding technique, demonstrated here, was well known and fully approved by then Attorney General John Ashcroft. Quote, "The Attorney General was informed the waterboard had been used 119 times on a single individual," unquote. In congressional testimony last year, Ashcroft said waterboarding was rarely used.
My understanding has been done 3 times.
The CIA has long since suspended the harshest techniques, and today CIA Director Leon Panetta said, "This agency makes no excuses for behavior, however rare, that went beyond the formal guidelines on counterterrorism."
The Obama White House today also pretty much took the CIA out of the al-Qaeda interrogation business by creating a new unit that would report to the director of the FBI and follow the Army's policies, which prohibit waterboarding. More documents are still coming out, and some of them include information that backs up the Bush White House contention that the detainee program helped to avert further al-Qaeda attacks on the U.S., including one supposedly aimed at loosening the spikes on a railroad track to derail a passenger train somewhere in this country, David.
All right, Brian Ross tonight. Brian, thanks.